Hello and welcome to this week's coffee vlog. It's now Friday the 12th of May and I'm heading back home at 5:30. This week has been it's been alright actually. I'm going to confess I've completely and utterly not prepared for this week at all. Not that I prepare any week really, but this week I'm even less prepared than normal, so it is going to be completely and utterly just random outpourings, if I can remember what I'm going to outpour about in the first place. So yeah, this week it's not been too bad really. It's been a bit sort of average really, you know, not a great deal going on. eBay and Amazon seems to have taken a right nosedive at the moment. Not sure what that's all about really. But it is letting me get on with other stuff, so it's not all bad. It's all dropping the odd few parcels in. I've got a few to drop tonight, but not the sort of volumes I was getting through before. So yeah, what happened last weekend? Last weekend, can't really say I know that anything. Oh, they sneak round it because everyone does that, you see. And why don't you just come down here instead? 2 lanes, use them. But no one wants to. Of course, we've got to get across at the other end, which could be a problem. But there you are. Was it sunny at the weekend or not? Honestly, I don't remember. That's pretty terrible, isn't it? But no, I don't recall at all what happened last weekend. I don't think we did a lot really. I'm just going to make sure that this Mr. Audi doesn't sneak in. He's going to get past me now. It's a quick TDI, that one, isn't it? Yeah, I don't know what did happen last weekend. It's terrible, isn't it? You can't even remember what happened 5 days ago or so. Did we get up to anything at all? I don't think we did. I don't think we got up to anything really. It's unusually quiet at Halifax this week actually. Has everyone finished early for a change? Or did I miss some memo about something I don't know? So yes, I don't know what happened last weekend, to be perfectly honest. I don't think anything of particular interest did anyway. So I went to Pasha on Saturday afternoon. I think we did some stuff out in the garden. Oh yeah, we built a roof for the fort in the garden, the castle fort thing. Built like the A-frame of it, and then built the roof across with some wooden slats, some of those click lock slats things, like I forget what they call it now, but like the boarding sort of stuff. So we built that. I'll perhaps try and take a photo at some point and could stick that in the video if I was that organised. Probably not. That's a nice old car, isn't it? Look at that. It seems to be all over the road, but it's a nice car. So we got that going on. Big thanks to Bob Bell. Oh, police. Policeman there. Big thanks to Bob Bell for replying to me, replying to one of my vlog videos. How does that work? It wasn't actually me replying, it was the youngest who thought it was hilarious that he'd leave a little emoji quiz on one of my videos as a comment. Multiple little emoji faces, but one of them was different. Could you spot the one? And Bob did. So he was most impressed that he got a reply almost straight away to his comment. But he did also say to me that my channel's rubbish. He said, why would anyone want to sit and watch me talking while I'm driving? It's just boring. And I said, well, look, I do gameplay. I don't just do talking videos. I do gameplay videos. Like, you watch all your gameplay videos, people doing them. Like, yes, but the people I watch play games are good at it. You're rubbish. You just, like, run from one end to the other and then die and then start back at the beginning. Run. So, it's not always like that. Sometimes I'm good. And fortunately, Game Players or something, a channel, commented on one of my Star Wars Battlefront videos that he really liked it. I was like, look, someone likes my videos that you say are rubbish. He's like, he's only done that because he wants you to like his video as well. getting too clever, that 7-year-old. Too clever. Right, I better go in. The policeman still stood there. He's probably wondering why I'm talking to myself. Yeah, that's going to be worrying, isn't it? Okay, I'll see you in a bit. I'm back. Mr. Policeman is still sat on his phone in his police car. I'm kind of hoping that it wasn't going to pop up behind me while I was setting off. So yes, but it was a deep conversation in his big BMW X5 4-wheel drive police car. Do wonder why the police need such massive 4-wheel drive vehicles. You know, what's wrong with the old Fiat Pandas police cars to get them about with? So yes, so the youngest, yes, is getting quite critical of my YouTube endeavours. Apparently I've got to to make my gaming more lively, I'm going to get up at 3 AM and play Minecraft. He's still banging on about that. Goodness knows why. What's he been playing this week? Scribblenauts this week's been the game. Scribblenauts. It seems alright actually, it seems quite a good game. And he's also been highly amused. He found a channel called YouTuber Dubs with a Z, which is a channel. This guy basically takes clips of all the sort of the big top YouTube channels, certainly the gaming ones anyway, because he did popular MMOs and Dan TDM, but it does like clips of them to make like the lyrics of songs. So I think he did Closer by, I forget who it was, but and he did Dan TDM and popular MMOs with that, and yeah, it's quite amusing just how they stitch together little snippets of what they're saying through loads and loads of the videos to make up the lyrics for the actual song. It's pretty cool, so we watched that. That was good. Picked up a new bit of, well, it's not a new bit of technology really, it's a bit of a weird thing to get in a way. Picked up a dehumidifier for home. When we sort of had to clear out where the kitchen bit was, we just would have got quite a major amount of damp. Now I'm not entirely sure, because we've got some pointing needs replacing on the outside and it kind of follows where it is, but I'm not entirely sure if it isn't more our own fault that we've injected damp into the house, because we've not really got any extraction for the kitchen or the bathroom. And obviously throughout winter all the windows and everything's shut up all the time because it's cold and wintry, and we're away boiling pans of water for food all the time, and of course the end result of all that is you fill everywhere with moisture, and then it wants to settle on the coldest area it can find, which I think it's found that sort of area where the pointing's needing replacing anyway, because there's probably cold getting in there more. But one with the other, so I ended up getting a dehumidifier to get rid of some of the moisture, which has been quite incredible really. I think last night it got 10 litres sucked out where the kitchen is and the little kind of understairs pantry bit, which is where all the damp was anyway. So in 12 hours it sucked like 10 litres worth of water out of it, so it pulled a fair amount from upstairs. So that's, well, it's doing its job anyway. Hopefully dry everything out. It's one of those things, it would have been a lot better if we'd had it in winter, because it's certainly when you are cooking and you've got lots of pans and things on, you get loads of steam, and of course all that moisture is going to go somewhere, and if you haven't got anything to let it out, then it's just going to settle in the house. So I think we do need to also probably get some extraction, if only for the kitchen. I mean, they could do with the bathroom as well, because of course you get pretty steamy with people showering and bathing. So anyway, is this such a, I've got yeah, it is recording. It's alright. I had a notification, it just wasn't disappearing and I couldn't see if it was recording. I'm just talking to myself and I'm going to get back and it's not even on or anything. That would just be my life really. So other things that have been happening, oh, come on, I could have gone then really, but really got the acceleration in this thing. It's not getting any better, this car, unfortunately. Yes, mine's a bit of a three-wheeler. Very nice. So yeah, not really sure anything exciting's happened, really. I've watched some YouTube videos, I've uploaded some YouTube videos. I'm struggling now to find all my subs, because my subscription list now is just a bewildering mass of gameplay videos from various different YouTube channels, as the youngest is just going on a follow of everything mission. I also keep getting bizarre little messages pop up in reply to something that I purportedly put somewhere, and it wasn't me. Oh dear me, right? So yes, I'm not sure what's going on with that. Well, I do know what's going on with that. The youngest is obviously posting comments on videos somewhere and people are replying to them. But I have no idea what the replies are about. Like, I can't be bothered going to look what he's put, but hopefully nothing too bizarre. Trampoline has been getting some decent usage. Could do. It's been nice weather this week actually while I've been at work. It's been a bit wet today, but it seems to have dried up now, so it's not so bad. That was a bit bouncy. So the weekend I think is supposed to be kind of alright, and it's going to be very wet next week, so we'll see how we get on anyway. We're going to have to let you go. Oh dear me. So yes. And just concentrate on this bit because it gets a bit narrow with all these cars and people, and so bumpy bits. So yes, no. See, lack of preparation. I can't think of what else to say really. Oh, T-shirt says Topa on it. If you can't read it, it's a seat belt. So obviously that's the coffee roasters manufacturer. Oh God Almighty. That's where we bring over from Turkey. So they nicely sent us some over for the exhibition we did back in London a while back. So I thought I'll wear a t-shirt instead of my normal polo neck shirt things today. It might have a bit of paint on it though, so I've been doing a bit of painting. White paint, black t-shirt, not the best plan, is it? Oh, fire engine's coming down. So, oh, fidget spinners, I tell you what, that is a thing and a half, isn't it? So, no doubt, as half the planet knows about fidget spinners now, bizarre little spinny devices apparently to occupy idle hands. So yeah, Tuesday I got a text off the missus because evidently it all become the craze at school, so the youngest was after one, and of course because he wanted one, the eldest wanted one. So I was like, well, I do know the petrol station where I've just been had some in, so I'll see if I can pick some up there, and in fact I did. So I managed to get them one each, and they're kind of cool in a fashion, you know. You just get hold of it and you spin it about, and the youngest's now got on to he can like hold it on the end of his finger while it's spinning, so it's just not a spinning on itself. And then I did notice as well there was one enterprising YouTuber who'd made fidget spinners out of old iPhones. Yeah, literally drilled a hole through the middle of some, including an iPhone 7, which is actually a bit big for the job. It seems the 5/5S is probably the sort of the sweet spot as far as phone fidget spinners go. But yes, drilled a hole through the middle and stuck one of these bearings in, and away you go with your phone fidget spinner. So that's pretty cool. It's amazing what you can see on YouTube, I tell you. Which is why I never get to watch any telly, because I just watch YouTube. Now, where is this bloody car going? This is the worst learner ever. He was instructing him. Now he's in the middle of the road. That's the wrong side. All right, there's a bike coming up these miles away. You know. So I've got Richard Nellis. I'm not going to forget you this week, Richard. I'm going to make sure I do yours. You're in a nice turquoise blue on my watch when I get there. So look, it's store's out, so they're going to be wondering what I'm doing again. Sat on the drive talking to myself, thinking I'm a potty man. Let's just open it. I think I'm boring like my youngest does. And rubbish at gaming and everything else. Still looking forward to Star Wars Battlefront 2 actually. I'm still enjoying Star Wars Battlefront. The only thing is, of course, I can't really... I'm doing the challenges. I'm stuck on the shock blaster one at the moment, which is a bit like a shotgun. But it's got terrible slow reload. And if you don't hit them first time, then that's it. Because they'll just take you out before the reload's kicked in. So that's just like... terrible. Right, we're going to do Richard, and then I'm going to get in. I'm going to leave it at that. So... see if we can find him. No, there he is. Oh, he was right in front of me, but he disappeared again. Sorry, Rich. You know what? That could have been the last time I looked at this, actually. I don't really look at this very much. Yes, your turquoise, Richard, so I know it's you. He changed from Tuesday to Wednesday to watch The Borrows he'd recorded at the weekend, which is a good film. I like The Borrows, actually. And then... oh yes, very sad news at Drayton Manor, because we've been many years down to Drayton Manor, the theme park, and a young girl unfortunately died on one of the water rides. We'd never been on that one particularly, but yeah, on the Rapids ride at Drayton Manor. So that's quite sad. I think it's still shut at the moment while they try and investigate what went wrong. That's the trouble with these thrill ride things, isn't it? Really. Part of the thrills and being dangerous, but you kind of don't want them to be deadly dangerous. Manchester United versus Celta Vigo on Thursday. I presume that's football. I don't really follow football very much, Richard, but yeah. It was being Victor Meldrew at Electric Bowl. He's always being Victor Meldrew at Electric Bowl. There was an extra turn for him to play Ghost Squad shooting game. Sounds pretty good. Tugs, a television programme for the makers of Thomas the Tank Engine, which was filmed from 1988 to 1989, as there was an American version of it 8 years later called Salty's Lighthouse, as it was a bizarre version of Tugs which the genders and names of the characters have been changed. Then he was thinking about getting Fireman Sam Action Stations on DVD sometime, which is like Very Best of Thomas and Friends, but Fireman Sam instead. Some good episodes such as The Kite, Brass Band, Bentley, The Robot, Deep Trouble for Sam, Quarry Rescue, What Goes Up, etc. But it has Flat Tire, Lost Ring, etc., which are good episodes. Lots of good episodes then, yes. Yeah, I used to like Fireman Sam. Used to watch that a lot with the youngest, and of course Bob the Builder as well. Funny with Bob the Builder, I've been furiously trying to photograph and then put on eBay multiples of Bob the Builder friction toys, so all the characters, not just Rolly and Lofty and Dizzy and Muck and all the rest, but things like Travis the Tractor, all sorts. He had loads of them. Of course, nowadays he doesn't entertain such toys. He still likes his Lego, fortunately. But yeah, so I've been trying to clear some of that out. Right, I'm off in, so have a good weekend and week next week, and I'll catch you in next week's coffee vlog. See ya!